Hi there, welcome back to Nail Chronicle, and also welcome to my first Easter design for 2019. I'm starting here with just a quick dotting I wanted to create a bit of an Easter egg. The whole, I guess my full aim for this design would be to create an Easter design that was subtle, because I'm 3 weeks away from Easter. I didn't want to create something that was too obvious, unlike Christmas, where you can really get away with having Christmas designs about a month before. Easter, I don't feel has that same kind of vibe to it. So so I wanted to create this quite subtle. So I just did 2 out of 5 nails with Easter eggs on it. The other thing I'm going to do in this video is talk about the March Topic Tuesday topics. I completely missed the video. I think I recorded it at some point, but I have no idea what I've done with it. And yeah, now it's April. So I will answer the questions sort of as I go throughout this video, and while I'm doing this longer stuff, like trying to stamp with my right hand, which is interesting. The dots didn't quite turn out as pretty, but it still looks alright. So my first question for March topics was the favourite greens for St. Patrick's Day. And the standout one for me is a green by Rimmel. I can't find a name for it. I haven't googled it, but it's not on the bottle anywhere. And it's just a classic St. Patrick's Day green. It's perfect for the day. And I found out even one of my friends at work use the exact same green, so it's the best one. So if you ever look at Rimmel and look for one of their greens, you'll kind of see it and you'll know which one I'm talking about. So just a tip with the dotting tool, make sure you try and get a uniform amount of polish on the dotting tool every time that you reapply it. Otherwise you will end up with ununiform dots or bigger ones because you've put too much polish on. So this is my tip for this week. Moving on, I also did some nail stamping and reverse stamping. So for the nail stamping on my middle finger, I applied just a basic leaf, and this was just to kind of subtle it and bring it down a little bit. If I was just to do all dots, it would look quite bright and quite Eastery, so this was kind of changed up. It also goes along with a bit of the spring vibe that Easter brings, even though I have Easter in autumn. But it still feels like it's a change of seasons time quite often, and it's sort of, for me, it's getting cooler. And so I sort of did it's kind of like a fern leaf a little bit, but it's just a pretty little sort of subtle, quite light leaf, just to take the edge off and bring that whole sort of polish back down. And so then I moved on to reverse stamping. So I'm using just a stamping mat here, and just slowly applying and filling in each section with the leaves, just to try and do some contrast. I filled it in with a darker green. Unfortunately, these leaves that I'm filling in now didn't quite work out, but the flowers definitely did, so they ended up looking alright. So you'll see those in a second. But yeah, so I've been finding the dotting tool quite useful. It means I don't have to use so many brushes, and it's just, I've got a lot more control. The brush was good, but this I can sort of change the head really quickly, because I've literally just got the cheapest pack that you get off eBay. There's hundreds of them. I've got a set of 5 dotting tools, and it's got every size head that you really ever need. So if you're only just starting out, I recommend getting one of those, and you can quite often get them in bundle packs with something else. I forgot to mention the dark green there that I was using is one from Menology. I picked it up in the 20 for 20 bundle. You'll see a lot of this stuff pop up because I'm sort of going through and having fun playing with it at the moment. So here I'm just filling in the flower art design as well. So I used a bit of a lighter blue for both the little swirls at the bottom and to fill in the flowers. I think it was meant to be a bit more of a purple, but yeah, definitely was more blue than anything. So I just sort of took my time filling each one in. Anyway, so second March topic question is favorite pastel polishes for spring. For me, it's anything that's blue, purple, or green. They're my favorite pastel colors. I know there's other ones you can get, but they're probably my top 3. And also, what polish did you not like in the bottle but you love on your nails? I think I've mentioned this one in the last Topic Tuesday. It would have to be OPI, the It color. It's this bright orange that I just don't normally wear orange. It doesn't suit my skin tone at all. Same with quite a lot of reds. so I tend to avoid them unless I'm using them as part of nail art. And particularly red clothing just clashes with me. So yeah, the OPI orange, it turned out really well. It looked beautiful because I created a bee design with it. And it looked a lot better than some of the yellows I had, which I do use for nail art, but I don't necessarily make my whole nail yellow. Same issue with the red colour. So yeah, that was probably that one, I'd say. Alright, top 5 transforming top coats. I would say any of my Island Pea top coats. I do have the Magician in my collection and it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't remember which other ones I've got, but pretty much any of the Island Pea toppers, they're amazing. I love them. I've probably only got like 4 there, but I think it's enough for how often I use them. But yeah, no, they're great. I think I created like a sort of butterfly Princess Fairy design at one stage, and it looked sort of okay, and then I put the topper on it and it looked amazing after that. So they really do add that a bit of extra oomph to your nails, particularly if you're wanting sort of to create something a bit magical, which is cool. So here we go. I've finished my nail stamping. I put a clear reverse nail stamping. I put a clear top coat on it. I let it dry and made sure it was really dry. You don't want to tear it. And then just slowly sort of put it into position in where I want it on my nail. And then I just use a little bit of nail polish remover to clean it up. And so I just go around the edges and take off all the clear bit and all the excess. And just make sure you get underneath your nails. I did accidentally miss a couple and start taking photos and went, oh, it's a horrible mess underneath my nails, so don't forget to do that. And just slowly pushed it down, tried to avoid any creases. I did get a few creases, but once you put the top coat on, you sort of don't really see it, so I wouldn't stress too much about it if you do end up with an accidental crease in it. You put a couple of top coat layers on and you're fine. Nobody will know it's even there unless you point it out to them. So I would say don't stress about that bit too much if it does happen. So you see here, I'm just using, this is just a cheap makeup brush I got from Kmart. I picked up a couple elf ones for like $2 that were on super clearance as well. The eye makeup ones work really well because they've got that pointed tip, so you can really get into the edge of your nail without sort of like accidentally taking off half your nail as well, which is really cool. It's why I like these sort of brushes. So I just kept moving along gently. And yeah, the other reason why I've got the little makeup pad down there at the bottom of the screen that you can see is just so I can clean it up. So otherwise you end up spreading green or whatever color you've got going all over your fingers. So I dip it in a bit of more nail polish remover, wipe it on the cloth, and then it just cleans it up because it's nicer for the next time you use it. So this is all I've got for this week. I hope you enjoyed my combination video of March topics and Easter nails. I hope you liked my design. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you doing an Easter nail design? If you are, I'd love to see you tag me in it. Just at the Nail Chronicle on Instagram, or I'll put all my other social media links down below. Until next time, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you then. Bye.